about. Trying to figure out what it's all about. Existentialist, am I worth anything or just discount? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Spending time all alone, sending my songs through the phone, dreaming of our home while focused on trying to hone this craft, witchcraft. I hope the Bluez let this last. I don't know.
That was the great sounds of Watson with Outside on WNHHLP 103.5 FM New Haven. Myself, Prestige, with my partner in crime, Long Island raised, Elm City made. E.D. Bluez is in the building. Easy Bluez, you are better with introductions more than me. Who do we have to stay on behind the brand? Go right ahead, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you realize it's lunchtime right now? Right now, that rumbling you feel in your stomach, just pulling you further in, because you need to feel comforted. You're always longing for that incredible meal that you had every Sunday at grandma's house. It was amazing. It was a moment. It helped create you and possibly, in my case, make you a little heavier than you needed to be, but it's okay. I'm gonna start, running one of these days. I'm gonna run to the refrigerator to get me some more food. But sans me, I want you to really, really think about it. Now, what if there was someone who was willing to come into your house and be that personal chef, someone to sit and understand what you were allergic to, your flavor profiles, all the things that best suited you, and was able to create and craft a meal for you. Now, some people will say this man's flavor profile is incredible. Some people may say this man's flavor profile is fantastic. I say this man's flavor profile is so good, it will Will Smith your taste buds. Put your hands together for Marvin Wilson. Brother, personal chef, how are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. That was the dopest introduction I ever had. I'm over here cheesing like that was the dopest introduction.
It's important, man. You right now, man, no matter what's going on in life, for the time you're with us, you are an all-star, and we are going to celebrate you as the all-star you are.
Appreciate that. That's love.
Of course. Now let's let the people know who you are. All right, you were a New Haven born and raised.
Yes. I'm born in New Haven. Been here my whole life. I'm 26 years old. I'll be 27 in June 21st. But I'm basically a personal chef. I do catering. I done their weddings. I done their brunches. Basically anything you could think of. I done played around with different sauces. Specialty is wings. Specialties is pastas. Anything you could think of. Stuffed breads, pizzas. I'm basically a well-rounded chef. But yeah, from the Haven.
When did you start your culinary career?
Let's say that professionally, around age 21.
Okay.
So I've been doing this about 5 years, but I started cooking probably like around the age 9, between 9 or 12. My grandmother taught me. First started teaching me with how to make pancakes from scratch. And then after that, I just took a passion and love. And just, whenever my mother gave me an opportunity, I was just playing with little stuff and just, slowly progressing.
Grandma's always the best cook.
Just exactly. And for the people playing the behind the brand game at home, check off that Easy called it was a grandma thing. I just want to say that, put it out there right now. I did say in the intro about grandma, but that's fine. I got it. I feel it. It is what it is. But now, from there, did you also go through the culinary aspects? Like in high school, did you do the trade high schools, or because there's a lot that New Haven has to offer children that a lot of people don't know about. And I want to see if you took that path.
So high school, it was a regular high school. I went to Wilbur Cross. Culinary, I went to school at Gateway. So I took baking classes, regular cooking classes. I did the business management program there, but right at Gateway Community College. That's what helped me progress into the more of a well-seasoned chef and understanding different techniques. But that's where it really took off there, just going to school, learning new things, and just coming home, like, let me apply what I learned in the classroom.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
I know. I love that you mentioned the Gateway program, because actually Gateway's culinary program is fantastic. Was Chef Chris there at the time?
I'm not too sure. I know I had Chef Andrew. I know I had him for sure. Chef Andrew definitely was there. I took like quite a few classes with him. But yeah, I'll say the culinary program there definitely was awesome. And I just like how they give you the concepts of basically everything. You got your bacon, you got the my bad, I'm a little nervous. But you got the bacon.
It's good.
You got different cooking. They give you like international classes. So I just felt like the program was well rounded, and it gave you like different techniques as far as like sauces, soups, making things from scratch. And it was dope though. They had cake decorating class too.
No, it's awesome. And the really thing that I do love about it is they do a lot of practical world experience in there as well, where you can, a class will run the restaurant that's there, be in charge of putting the menu together and getting every part of the practical aspect, which is so important, because just being a phenomenal chef and knowing all those techniques is one thing, but being a chef that can actually know the business aspects and see how the front of the house actually operates as well, you're much more well-rounded. And now you can sit here and be, a personal chef. Now, what is a personal chef? Like, what do you do on a daily basis? You got like people just like hit you up on like speed dial and be like, I need some food. Like, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So personal chef is basically where I offer the services of where if you needed a cooked meal inside of your home, if you ever want to do like a couples night, date night, then I offer those type of things. So basically, I come in, we talk. What type of menu would you like? I usually do appetizer, entree, dessert, so 3-course meal. I usually create custom menus, and then usually set up the house, and then I just cook for you. I bring your food in there. It's kind of like me being a chef cooking at your house, but also you get the waiter aspect as well. Me seeing how you like the food and just catering to your needs while the time being that you have me.
Now, it's very hard when it comes to catering, especially personal catering, going to somebody's house. What makes me want to choose you? What separates you from the pack?
I would say what separates me from the pack is just I'm trying to figure out your needs. I'm trying to figure out what you like. I'm trying to figure out if I decide to do a different sauce, would you like that, or what do you like? I'm not saying here with I have a standard menu. No, let me create a menu for you. Let me figure out what you like, and let me create the meal that you like, and hopefully it's a meal that you enjoy. So I would say what separates me is it's personal, this is for you, and I'm here for you. It's not about the money. It's not about me getting a couple dollars. It's about me actually enjoying what I'm doing, and this is for you. You're important. I want you to eat good. I want you to smile. I want you to take your pictures. I want you to tell everybody how your experience was. So I would say that's what separates me.
Is the best part of your job just talking to the customer and making the menu? That's when I talk to a lot of chefs that we interview here on the show, that they love just creating new dishes and they love challenging themselves when it comes to their cuisine.
Yeah, so for me, it's the challenge part. Like,
right,
it's me being put to the test. I may not know how to do something, so let me look this up, and then let me play around with it, and then let me make this for you. So I just like the whole aspect of it's not the same thing. I'm not offering the same thing. You might like sweet stuff, so let me figure out something sweet. You might like heat, so let me find something that's hot. You might like gravy. Let me see if I can make a mushroom gravy or your classical gravy. Just something different for you. It tastes better.
What has been some of your dishes that have gone outside the box? I just want to break down this question so you get a better understanding of it. What have some dishes have you made that you can't believe that you already made? I mean, what's some stuff that's like completely out of the ordinary that just came to fruition?
Honestly, I say the first thing that I ever did
Mm-hmm.
because the type of person that I am was maybe stuffed breads. And the
Okay.
reason why I say stuffed breads is because, I'm not trying to bring race or nothing like that, but people see somebody like me and expect the normal soul food or, the normal collard greens and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say stuffed breads, just playing around with pizza like that was dope. To do like pepperoni rolls. So I just felt like just playing with breads and stuff. That was something different that I never did before. I would
Mm-hmm.
say that was out of the box to be able to say I can do that. Also other things is as far as like different sauces, playing with different liquors and incorporating it with that. Different desserts like peach cobbler with like a Henny sauce or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I just say little things like that. That's different for me. Just growing up and not seeing those things done.
Now, when we talk about stuffed breads, we talk about pepperoni stuffed breads. We talk about broccoli stuffed breads.
Pepperoni, broccoli, buffalo chicken,
Gotcha.
anything you can think of, we stuffing it. Chicken, cheese, whatever you can think of, man. We making it happen, man.
Well, as easy, as the Italian that he is, as he rubs his belly, I got to get some questions to ask you. Go right ahead, Easy.
Well, first of all, stuffed breads. For those who don't know, I mean, growing up on Long Island and dealing with suburbia in Long Island, I would walk into a pork store. It was actually just a store that served pork. Like
Right.
they just give you the cuts and all that kind of stuff, and they would have this incredible sausage stuffed bread that was only around the holidays. And like I would go in there with my grandparents and try to convince them to buy like a year's worth of these stuffed breads because they were just so good and you could only find them when they happened. So the fact that you can make them on call, we're going to talk. But forget about me. I want to give you something to play with. There's this incredible thing. I don't know if you know this, but there's an incredible thing called peanut butter whiskey. And I'm just saying it would be a great way to do a Thai sauce with the peanut butter whiskey. Maybe on some wings, maybe we play a little bit, you can get into it. I'm just saying, peanut butter whiskey, it's where it's at.
I'm gonna put that right on my notes, man. I'm gonna put that peanut butter whiskey. Nah, for real, man. That's how you grow, man. You just have to different things, and you have to learn, because there's some things that I don't know about. So it's not nothing to just try it out. So I appreciate that little hit and throwing that out there for me.
What we're here for.
Catering and serving people is definitely a great experience. It could be a lot of fun, but how do you handle high pressure situations when it comes to dealing with the on-job stress? Because some caterers have a full team. Some caterers do it by themselves with like 20, 25 people. Some that I give highly respect to.
So I don't look at the kitchen as stress. I done had
Right.
situations where I rented out a kitchen. I was supposed to have 4 hours to cook something. I only had 2 hours. I
Mm-hmm.
don't look at it as stress because once you start stressing, then
Right.
you don't put out the best product.
Right.
Life throw you curveballs. It's all
Mm-hmm.
on how you hit the ball. So I love it. I'm in this industry to cook. I'm in here to go through the worst. I'm supposed to sweat. Oh, I'm supposed to be missing an ingredient. But that's okay though, because it's all on how you come back with it. So I won't consider myself dealing with kitchen stress at all. I just smile and keep going. That's the great part about cooking is figuring it out. And just keep going and going no matter what challenges there are in the kitchen. I don't have times where I had staff that I hired that didn't show up. I done
Mm.
had staff before that was real solid, but they had family issues. I done had
Understand.
times where I was in the kitchen by myself. I done had times where I'm sitting around trying to call for last minute help. But my job is to please the client. So there's no stress, man. We're gonna get it done.
It's better
Sounds
that
like a
you're
lot
your
of
own
stress.
boss.
This sounds like a lot of stress. For
Nah, no
there's no
stress.
stress. It sounds very stressful. Like I think I need some comfort food right now to deal with the emotional baggage of all the stress that you just gave out there. But I'm loving it. I'm sorry. I just had to. Whew.
Feel that it's better that you're your own boss.
Yeah. So believe it or not, I do have two jobs. So I do work for employers. But
Okay.
I am in a position where I work for myself. Me personally, I like working just because I like hustling. I like grinding. I have a 2-year-old son. So
Hmm.
I honestly work for benefits for him. So that's the cool part. But at the same time, I love figuring out how to make money for myself. I love booking events with clients, because I just feel like we in a generation now where it's best to become your own boss. It's best to, just figure it out, create your own business, find ways to make money for yourself. I got a saying where say that imagine how much employers pay us. Imagine how much you can make for yourself.
Sure.
So yeah, that's my stance, man. I know you like this dude is deep.
No, we actually like it. You actually remind me of a guest that we have. We had him like about 2 or 3 times. His name is Aaron Lee. He started just like you. Kids, everything else, and he worked at Yale and like different other, restaurant corporations. And now he has his ultimate goal of just working for himself, being a full-time caterer and making his own business, and just going from there, working on his own way. So this is kind of like a similar path that we're talking about right now, and I think Easy can agree with me. Is that the ultimate goal? Just being your own full-time caterer, scheduling your own time, planning everything that you need to do?
Yeah, so right now I'm
Mhm.
actually working on rebranding myself. So I have a business name, I have everything LLC, I
Right.
have everything trademarked. I'm working on right now, working on a logo and things like that. But yeah, that is the end goal. I'm just trying to, if I do something, I want to do it right.
Hmm.
So right now I'm just working on the whole how I'm gonna advertise everything. I got like a whole concept of how I'm gonna do it, switching up the menu. So to answer your question, my end goal is to work for myself. My end goal is to figure out if I want to do a food truck. My end goal is to figure out if I want like a small restaurant where people could come up, or do I just want to do pop-up shops and see how that goes and just keep booking private
Hmm.
events? So to me, my whole goal is to be my own boss. I'm just figuring it out as in what's the best route for me, my brand, and my food.
It's definitely about your brand on WNHHLP 103.5 FM New Haven. Myself, Prestige, and my partner in crime, Long Island Raised, Elm City made, EZ Bluez is in the building. Thanks for being with us once again. I just want to know, besides Italian cuisine, what are some other type of cuisines that you like to make?
So I don't like to trap myself in a box. So
Okay.
I would basically say I can make anything you could think of. I
Hmm.
could do Chinese food. I can do Asian food. Anything you think of, I pretty much can do. I done did Jamaican before. Pretty much a lot. To be honest, I've been in a place where I had a lot of clients that challenged me to new things. So yeah, I won't put myself in a box.
That's always good. It's always good to be versatile when it comes to being a chef, because you never know who that new client is. You never know who you can network to. Can you say the best business is word of mouth when it comes in for you?
Yeah, for me,
Yeah.
social media been like real big. So yeah, word of mouth. It's just posting. It's just videos. It's just constant DMs of I can't wait to try your food. I worked at a bar cooking before on like Tuesdays and Wednesdays. A lot of people showed up, show love, bought out the
Hmm.
place. So I would say like word of mouth definitely is where it been at for me, and social media been my success as well. Just as
Hmm.
far as with videos, Instagram reels, and stuff like that. Every day I keep seeing the progression in that. I did a little bit of TikTok. I fell off with that. I get back to it. But yeah, word of mouth and social media have been my biggest wins as far as when it came to food.
Now, how long has the catering business been around for you? Your very own.
Uh, my very own. I want to say I've been doing this by myself for about 3 years,
3 years?
3 to 4 years. Yeah,
Yes.
I had
So
a
you.
situation. My
Mhm.
bad. I had a situation there where I went in there with a partner. And I didn't go too well, but I learned a lot from that. And then I had
Right.
a mentor that gave me access to his business, allowed me to do events. And then finally, I branched off and started doing my own thing, and I've been very well.
How was it hard during the pandemic. And the reason why I ask it this way, because what I've seen through the pandemic that's been really busy is just food business. Everybody has to eat, you know, everybody has to get a meal, like DoorDash, Uber Eats, all those guys, and even independent social media accounts that were delivering food were making the most money during the pandemic. Was it really profitable for you during that time in 2020 and last year?
So for me,
Yeah.
being based off that, I do more so events. It wasn't just because, you know, COVID hit hard. A lot of people wasn't gathering. Balls was close and stuff. For me, it slowed down a lot. I felt like if I would have like sold dinners or did meals, then I would have been successful. But I had a lot going on. So
Absolutely.
that I just enjoy time to myself, you know.
I definitely understand. Easy. I see the light bulb on top of your head. Go right ahead,
Oh yeah,
boss.
no. There's some incredible things here, and there's a lot of stuff. Like usually when we have like music guests and stuff like that, we talk about the marketing aspect of, you know, just creating a good song isn't just enough. You need to get behind that in a marketing, and you're really one of the first people that has kind of talked about that in the regular business aspect. You know, you're sitting here on the cusp of about to relaunch your brand officially, and you have to factor in, you know, how you're doing on your social media accounts. You know, you have to factor in how you want to advertise. Now, we are into this new, you know, social media aspect of advertising and stuff. But besides that, and on top of that, what other of the traditional advertising is available to a small business owner like yourself? You know, it's not like you can sit here and put out, you know, $4 million for a half a second on the Super Bowl. So what are you doing, you know, on the smaller level? And how can somebody who is in your position do the same thing?
All right. So me personally, honestly, it's just getting the food to the people. Honestly, that's where it's at. You know, I'm in touch with the people. So for me, what's working for me is how, like I said, advertise, how I put food up, keeping everybody updated, putting samples up. You know, just that's what works for me. You know, so what works for me won't work for everybody else. But I done figured it out for me. So what I could tell somebody else is that's trying to come up and do it, just stay consistent and post online. Give people some samples. When everybody try something, reshare, you know, let everybody reshare, get feedback and things like that. Thank everybody who reshares your food. You know, that's a big part too. As in showing love to the ones who show love to you. So I feel like things work out for me because I'm thankful for those who really share my stuff. I'm thankful for those who acknowledge what I'm doing. I'm thankful for those who tell me how much they enjoy my food. So that's what works for me. Working for what's working. That's what works for me. So that's the best advice I can give anybody trying to do it. As far as I believe the question that you asked was like, do what do I feel like I can do to push myself more? Was that your question?
Well, it was really, you know, talking about the actual advertising, and you know, I love that you are really highlighting what it's like to have your own, you know, social media account and to use that to fully promote yourself, because you are taking a lot of corporatized money out of the picture. You know, social media, when used correctly, can be just as powerful as a printed ad, can be just as powerful as a TV spot, you know, when done correctly. And you know, it really is. And the main thing that you talked about is make sure you're giving that love back. And for those who don't know, when dealing with social media, you have this thing called an algorithm. And an algorithm is a mathematical equation on the ones and twos that will then make something show up more in someone's feed and these different kind of things. And as per, you can't just take from the algorithm, you know, put up your stuff to advertise and things like that. You have to give as well. And your interaction with the people that are following you is one of the things that are helping to feed the algorithm and help promote, you know, that social media brand as well. And because you're so good at that, and it's something that is so natural to you, you know, you said it, you show love to those that show you love. And that's just a natural part of your personality from talking to you today and going back and forth the way we've been going back and forth. That is just who you are. And it's so important for those people that are really starting to get into using social media to understand it isn't just about putting a post up at the right time. It's also about if someone comments on that post, you jump on that post and you comment back. You love that aspect. You go find their page and go like something of theirs. These are the things that help to build. And that's as one of the biggest tools we have as small business owners is social media. And it could take up your entire day. Don't get me wrong. I've lost 4 to 5 hours going back and forth, just liking other people's things. But it increases your platform and it gives more eyes on you moving forward. And I love that you did that. It's 100% natural. It's 100% part of your personality. Was that just a thing, or did you sit down and was that a strategy?
I think it's just who I am as a person. And on top, I look at it as I'm only successful because of other people, I only have what I have because other people supported me, Like for example, if I do a dinner and I sell out of 2 cases of wings, I didn't sell out of 2 cases of wings. My customers is the reason why I sold out of those 2 cases of wings. These are the people that's helping me out. These are people that's making sure my son still got diapers, making sure that my bills is paid and stuff like that. So it's only right that I just say thank you, or I show the love, or I try to find a way to do like customer appreciation or something. It's only right because they are the reasons why I'm successful. These are the reasons why my businesses are getting heard. So I have to say thank you to all those that support me, all those that share, tag me and stuff as he caters, he do a good job. So I just have to thank those, But it's just who I am as a person. I just feel like everything that you have, you can lose at any point. So I'm just thankful for why I got everything now. And I'm just thankful for the love that I got now, because love could be here one day. Love could be going the next day.
True.
So I just appreciate it all.
Amen. And just for the people that know, I'm gonna tell you right now, Ronald McDonald don't care if you like their food. Wendy don't give a darn. But this man actually will stay up at night contemplating and thinking about how he can please the customer, not get the more people in the door so they can waste their money and then leave hungry. I'm just putting it out there. Marvin for life. That's all.
No, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Man, that's definitely my mindset, though. I'd rather serve 50 people and serve them the right way than take 200 guests, knowing I can't take that amount. I'd rather 50 people say it's good. You know why? Because if 50 people say it's good, they're going to bring me 250 or 500 more people. So now I can set myself up to be great, to make sure those people get the same response. It's about doing something right the first time instead of trying to rush, because you won't have no success.
Quality over quantity.
I say it all the time, man.
Tell us about some of the prices that you give out for your catering.
So just for example, obviously we know food prices is up. I've been having a lot of drop-off orders.
Okay.
So I've been doing like full pan of wings for $120, half pan, $60. You could choose 3 flavors, whatever flavors you like, whatever flavors you can think of. I honestly try to make sure my prices is right for customers. I always go by what's their budget. I never go, I'm throwing a number on this. Obviously things like wings, a certain price. Obviously things like egg rolls, a certain price. But my main objective is, what's your budget? Let me help make your event successful, Let me see if I can work on what you're working with, I never want to sit here and make it feel like I'm too expensive for people. Obviously, my time is important. Don't get me wrong. And I do put a lot of love into it. But at the same time, my goal is to work for you. So if you let's say you're trying to feed 15 people and your budget is $400, let me go and see if I can draw up a menu that makes sense for you before I say I can't do it, And it's just us making sure we're both happy in the situation. And I don't mean happy money wise. I just want to make sure we both get the best out of this, Like you're pleased, I'm pleased. And then, I don't want you to be cheated. I want you to get the most out of this experience. You know, I say this all the time. It's not about the money, man. Once you start doing things right, the money gonna come later. Let's get it done right now. It's not about the money. So that's the best way I can sum it up.
I see you have a lot of passion to your dishes. I'm just looking at your page right now. I see the veggie omelets, the honey barbecue, meatballs. I see the steak and onions with the peppers and the mixed vegetables. I mean, you definitely put a lot of craft into what you do. And you definitely don't skip on the portions either. It's really healthy and
big dude, man. I'm a big dude, man.
Yeah, I got you. You definitely cook with love. I do see it. I definitely do see it.
That's love. See, and that's things that I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? You don't even know me, and you just went on my page, and that's the whole point why I say social media. That's why I said social media speak for me. Just you going on your page, you just spoke for my work, you know. So that's dope. That's why I do what I do. I'm not gonna lie. That's dope.
What's up, Easy?
You know, we got the Batman coming on April 15th, right? Maybe we get a half a tray of wings. We do like a social media post of us like eating the wings, watching the Batman. I'm thinking this could be something.
That sounds good, but I was looking at his steak and cheese Chipotle ranch fries. They look really amazing too. I think he has a little Parmesan on top with a little bit of cheddar cheese. He's with like little nice blend. So there's multiple options here. So it's not just wings that he has. He can give something for everybody, and he knows he's smiling because he knows I'm right.
Nah. That's why I'm laughing at each other. And you go up there, it's a mix of different stuff, man. And that's how I try to keep it. That's why I said I don't want to trap myself in a box. I don't want to say that this is what I make better. I make everything great. You know, I want to make what you eat, and I want you to love it.
And you know, I know you spoke about it a little bit earlier in the broadcast. I can definitely see you with the food truck, man. Just flip flop on the menu like every single week doing. Yeah, I can definitely see you doing that. Just going mobile to mobile, just picking a location, just doing what you got to do. You probably even give them a run for their money on Long Wharf if you have a right, network community.
You know yeah. That's crazy because everybody I run into, they say a food truck. But like I said, I want to do it right if I do it. But
of course,
my heart keep pushing more towards that too. So
yeah, and a lot of people don't know, but it takes a lot of responsibility. It's not a food truck is not easy work. It's really not. There's a lot you have to really put in there, man. You got to rent the food truck every now and then. Well, not every now and then. You got to still rent the food truck every month. There's a lot you got to do with the food, a lot with the handling, a lot with the safety procedures. You're in a little tight net space when it comes to the food truck too. So there's so much situations when it comes just working inside. I bet, but you already know that.
Yeah. So not to cut you off, but if I was to do an event for somebody, how many days do you think it take me to prep? And take me to prep for doing an event for, let's say, like a brunch for 150 people. How much days do you think it take me?
Well, that's really hard. That was hard to answer because it depends on the party. It can take you a day if it's just a limited amount of people. If it's more people, probably about 2 days. So I'm going about two max for you.
All right. So everything I do it on a 3-day basis.
Okay.
I do it on a 3-day basis. And the reason I'm going to get a blueprint to a few people who do catering. Right. I'm not charging for it. This is for free, but this is how the way I do it. I do one day of ordering. The second day is a mix of ordering, last minute stuff. And then the second day is like night is mostly mixed with prep. The third day is prep and it's go time. But I do it in a 3-day process.
That's amazing. That's amazing, man. That really is. Well, at least you give customers, the right amount of time to get ready for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely, man.
Definitely. Well, I'm definitely looking at this buffalo chicken quesadilla. Easy. It's so delicious.
I love it, man. No, I can tell from the drool coming out the beard that.
I don't know if you see the drool. The lighting's pretty all right.
Well, see, what Marvin doesn't know is you and I are huge foodies. Like. We spend hours upon hours just sending each other like food TikToks, just horribly. And we're like, oh, we're gonna go there, and then we'll roll from that place to this other place, and it'll be fun. That's going to be one of those adventures. We are willing to become if the travel network or the food network want two Connecticut people, nutmeggers, is that what we're called? Want two nutmeggers to go around and taste people's food. We're here for it. We're down for it. Behind the taste, it'll be fun. But on top of all of that, like I really, really love the perspective. And I also want to say again, for those playing the behind the brand home game, I did guess 3. I guessed 3, but that's only because I watch a lot of Master Chef and I watch a lot of Top Chef, and they always have about 3 days to do the prep. But because I have absolutely no life and just continuously binge watch reality show cooking competitions. But that's fine. It's fine. It was a moment. It passed. It was like in college. But on top of all that, like as you move forward, these next evolutions are really, really super, super important. And it seems like you're sitting at that crossroads, and you're someone who you're already sitting on a trademark. You're already sitting on a brand name. And I'm not trying to get you to spill the beans today. So get that off your mind right now. I know if he got all worried, he's going to try to, no, that's not what it is.
Nah.
You're waiting for the right moment and the right time. What does that mean? Because there's a lot to be said in a business strategy that scared money doesn't make money. And there's a lot to be said in the romantic aspect of it. And food is a love language. You can wait too long, and that person you're loving on or want to love on will move on to something else. So what is that perfect timing for you? Like what needs to click into space where it's the right thing?
So I'm at a space in life right now, especially with cooking, where I know my talent. I know what I'm capable of doing. I understand like how far this can get me. So I'm at a space right now where I'm not worried about losing the love. I'm not worried about losing people because they feel like I'm taking too long. Because if you're a genuine person and you constantly do things with passion, the love is gonna be there. So I'm not too worried. Obviously, like you wait too long, you can't take a loss. But at the same time, I do understand that I know what I have. For example, like seeing his response off of my food shows me I'm doing what's right. It's just on me to obviously make these moves. I'm not willing to rush it because anything that you rush will crash. But I'm at a space right now where I understand how to move. I understand how to do what I'm supposed to be doing. So for starters, this summer I will be offering a call-in service where you could place an order on whatever menu I'm doing, and I'll probably be doing that 2 or 3 days out the week. So that's my start right there for me. So I didn't tell a lot of people this. Everybody been pressing me. You guys first got the news, but this summertime I definitely will be cooking different menus. I have another number that you could call, place orders. It's gonna be once we sold out, it's over. Catch me next week or 2 weeks after that. But that's where I'm really pushing for. So I hope I answered your question, but I basically I know I'm at a space right now where I question myself a lot. And there's no more questioning. I understand what I have. So like I'm in a great space when it comes to this stuff.
That's awesome to hear on WNHHLP 103.5 FM New Haven. Myself, Prestige, and my partner in crime, Long Island raised, Elm City made, EZ Bluez is in the building. We got Marvin Wilson with us. We're talking about his catering business on Behind the Brand. I just want to know, I'm happy that we're hearing that you're going to do a lot more cooking and a lot of great stuff is going to be happening to you in the future of this year. But do you have any plans of just going outside of Connecticut, just to get better at your craft? Let's say, for example, you want to go to Texas to get more better at barbecue, or you want to go at least somewhere in California, or go down to Florida to get better with Spanish cuisine. You know what I'm saying? You never stop learning as a chef. You never stop learning being in the culinary business. It's always a fountain of just new things to know.
So that's not something in my plans, but that's something I do want to. That's something I do want to do. Okay. I do want to branch off and see different parts. I want to see how the way that people smoke in different things, different places. I want to go to more authentic places, and see the stuff that they cook or the type of ingredients. So yes, I do want to make my way around to try different things and learn different things, because you only as great as the new things that you learn, you know.
Sure.
It doesn't hurt to learn something new. It doesn't hurt to like give somebody something different. You know, that's the greatest way you can be successful in this business, is being unpredictable.
Of course, especially when it comes to what you do. Easy, you turn red. Talk to me.
Yeah, I wanted to apologize to the people of Memphis for Prestige saying that that Marvin would have to go to Texas for barbecue. For those that are watching us in Memphis right now, there was no disrespect intended. You also have incredible barbecue. He figured you'd stop off at Memphis on the way to Texas. That's why he said it. That's all, folks. That's all I wanted to say. There's a whole bunch of people that were like, ah. Like,
well,
okay.
next time I'll just say down south.
There you go.
I'll expand it. I'll expand the answer. You may have had a good experience in Tennessee, but I'll expand the answer. Easy. I get it. Go right ahead.
No, I think it's an incredible thing, and I do feel that, you know, a lot of great chefs do the travel aspect, and you definitely have the personality, and it seems you have the want to learn these different tricks as to move forward and to continue to grow and evolve. And I'm really interested to see where it goes now, because I am a massive, you know, food reality show competition addict. That's the next question, because that seems to be the evolution, especially with people who are starting out being as social media chefs. You know, the next evolution is to show up on like the next big reality cooking competition. So are you throwing your hat in right now? Are we campaigning for you to be on Hell's Kitchen? Probably not, because you're too nice of a person to be on Hell's Kitchen. But maybe like MasterChef, something along those lines, or the new one that they have with the levels. You know, will we see you in a cooking competition moving on down the road?
I'm not opposed to it. If I'm noticed, I'm up for the challenge. You get what I'm saying? Because it's people that believe in me, and it's people that rooted for me. You know, and on top, it'd be good for this city to hear that, oh, this guy from New Haven, he'll be on this show, you know. And now it brings more light to us, you know. And for me, it's not about winning. It's not about losing. It's about obviously just taking that chance and putting myself out there, you know. Somebody might look up my name and see what I might do, you know. So I'm not opposed to it. So, I mean, if people want to vote for me to go on a cooking show, I'm with it. I mean, it's a win-win situation. It's all on how you use that opportunity.
That by far was one of the best answers ever given on this show. I love it. And I want them, like, this is where I tell people, this is where you pull over to the side of the road, take out that piece of paper. It does not matter win or lose. It's a matter of taking advantage of the opportunity that is given to you. That is one of the key things. And forget business in life. You want to move forward, you take advantage of every single opportunity. And that's what you've done, from going to Gateway to being on your own, to not realizing that you needed to do it with yourself and a partnership wasn't going to work. And being able to stay true to that giving love aspect. You know, through this entire thing, you've celebrated your mentor. You've celebrated, you know, the people that have put you into the space, instead of just selfishly celebrating yourself. And for that, I want to give you your flowers now. It shows the depth of your character. And it definitely, from my point of view, makes me want to invest in you moving forward. And I'm so looking forward to what is next, including those summer meals, because I'm definitely going to be ordering. But we're also going to order for the Batman, and we're going to do some footage. I'm putting that on record so I don't forget. You know,
I appreciate it.
I'm totally down now. Now, are you someone who's going, like, is your 2-year-old already in the kitchen with you? Like, are you like one of those dads that like straps the baby on in the thing of your head and you flipping eggs? Is that like what you do?
My son won't get talk. My son I say he the dopest, coolest little kid. If he see me cooking something, he trying to put something in the fryer. He trying to grab a pan, use a spatula. He constantly trying stuff. I said, my son is my best friend. So yeah, I love it. He get in the kitchen. He'll try to cook. He'll try to roll something like an egg roll or something. Yeah, I love it though. Yeah, he definitely try to help me out though.
That's awesome.
Safe to say that it's safe to say that he's your broke best friend.
Nah, he ain't my broke best friend. The reason why I say he not my broke best friend because it was my decision to have him, and
Right.
I shouldn't judge him for obviously it cost to live, but
That's true.
that's my
That's
decision.
true.
So that's not my broke best friend. But make sure he good for life, and whatever he need. That's what Daddy here for. So he good, man. That's what Dad worked for. That's what Dad restless nights. That's what Dad does this catering for. So he good, man. Supposed to be the boss, man.
That's absolutely a great response to that. And obviously, I was just joking, but
no, that's love, bro. I was just saying, it's love. I respect it. It's not wrong.
We only got about like 3 to 4 minutes left of this broadcast. We always want to ask what advice that you want to give to someone that wants to go into a similar path as you, that wants to start a catering business, that wants to have that same hustle and drive as you.
So all I would say is keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. I repeat it like that because in this industry, you're going to take losses. My first time, I lost so much money. I done did events where I didn't feel it was successful, So I would say just keep going, keep going. Let this be a career where it's passion, it's something that you want to do, Don't be afraid to take risks. Don't be afraid for opinions, The only way that you grow in this business is based off opinions, And I'm not saying that to go by what everybody thinks, because you have to trust yourself too. You have to do what's best for you and what you feel is right. But the best advice I could give anybody trying to do this is stay consistent, have that ambition, have that drive. You got to realize that with all these losses going on, man, and everything going on, I mean, you're gonna stay stuck in one position if you don't keep moving. So like that's my best advice I could give anybody. If anybody need advice, look at my profile, my Facebook, Marvin Wilson. I don't mind giving advice out. I'm big on the youth. I do want to give back. I do want to do a few culinary programs. I don't mind giving knowledge to people who want to use it. So I would just say keep going, stay strong, and don't let this industry break you, no matter how tough it may get or how slow things may get. Because if you're passionate in anything that you love and anything that you really want to do, you're going to do it with no excuses. That's the best advice I can give anybody.
And last thing we want to thank you for that. But last thing we want to close out in the program. I know you gave the Instagram tag, but any other social media, anything involved with the business that you want people to reach out to you with, just for catering and prices. This is your time. Go right ahead.
I would say Facebook, Marvin Wilson. That's the best way to reach me. I don't have a website or that yet, but I would say just Instagram, Facebook, and that's the best way. I would say that's the best way to reach out and get in tune with me.
Okay, definitely, Marvin. We just want to thank you for being a part of the podcast. Myself, Prestige, AZ. Anything else you want to close out with in the program?
No, man. I really just want to highlight. Definitely check out social media. That's actually how I connected with Marvin. He does respond as quick as he can. Also remember that if you're not already friends, throw the friend request in and then send the message, because if not, you can get lost in the message request thing, and it gets crazy. But it's an amazing thing, and we're so look forward to seeing the next evolution of your journey. And we hope the next time we have you back on, it's to launch your new brand officially, and then we hope it's for your food truck or for your pop-up. Please let us know how we can continue to support you moving forward. Make sure you go on the Behind the Brand Facebook page or even the Instagram and just give us updates. You can post it on the Behind the Brand Facebook page all you want, and we will make sure that all gets up there. Let us help you grow, and I'm looking forward to what the next evolution is for you, brother.
Thanks, I appreciate it, man. Y'all showed a lot of love. I appreciate y'all taking up the time and just giving me this opportunity and platform. And you
Definitely,
guys
man.
both continue doing what y'all doing. Y'all great, man.
We try our best on WNHH LP 103.5 FM New Haven. Myself, Prestige, and my partner in crime, Long Island raised, Elm City made, easy. Bluez has been behind the brand. Thank you.
Wondering what to write about, trying to figure out what it's about. Existentialist, am I worth anything or just discount? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Spending time all alone, sending my songs through the phone, dreaming of a better home, while focused on trying to hone this craft.